start the engine. Don't forget to turn on the main headlight, and let's go. Let's see what we are having on the road, yeah. The road situation, traffic is okay, fair. But as you see that the previous motorcycle is quite a bit hesitant, quite a bit in doubt about what lane that should be taken because of the hole in the road. Because last few weeks in around Jakarta and Depok, we have quite rain. Yeah, we have quite rain that is pouring down. So that's why there were a lot of new hole in the road that makes rider, motorcyclists especially, are in doubt about which lane that they should take. Okay, have to worry, have to quick. Someone in trouble. After a flat tire yesterday, as I told you on my yesterday's videos, finally I managed to repair it and back so I can drive my automatic scooter to commuting to the city, yeah, from Depok to Jakarta. Commuting using Scootermatic is most comfortable way rather than do the manual, because if you may think that I yesterday afternoon didn't show the video, didn't upload any video, yeah, because that is actually personal choice first, but other than that, I saw a very, very, very bad traffic during the commuting back to the Cibubur at the afternoon. It's not worth to record it. So instead, I just go along with the traffic yesterday afternoon, okay? This 110cc air-cooled engine actually does the job, doing the speed, yeah, compared to my XSR 155. It's quite okay, but yes, the acceleration is very, very far away. As you will already watch my other video at night using the Suzuki address, I already uh, addressing addressing the address. I already addressing about the acceleration, low and mid range acceleration on this motorcycle that is not quite good, but it's okay, in okay region. Okay, it can fulfill your needs. But if you want more fun in acceleration, then of course manual motorcycle. Or maybe you can do the modification on the CVT. Sorry, Pak. Yeah. On the mung bean porridge. In Indonesia, you will see many type of motorist and vehicle, like the bubur teng-teng, you know, that mung bean porridge previously, using the rickshaw. You will also saw the angkot, stopping everywhere, pick up the passenger, or just doing drop off everywhere they like. And some motorcycle that is modified for various purposes, like at the head of us, in the front of my motorcycle. It's getting a wood box. I think it's purposely to deliver the fruit. Yeah. Oh, hi, hello. Yamaha XSR. Yeah, it's quite not so easy to pass on another vehicle using this. You have to be very precise because the acceleration of this motorcycle is not as good as my other. Oh, someone is lost his patience. So they choose to break the road box. They take on, they change lane on the straight line, not a stripe line. Okay, the angkot is stopping wherever they want. They want to stop here, they stop. They want to stop there, they stop. They want to pick passenger, or they just stop to wait another. While they're waiting, they don't care. So crazy, huh? But that's the reality. It's how the Indonesian or the Jakarta street works. Jabodetabek, maybe, for the precise. Okay, so we are fine writings. Ketika mulut berkata setinggi langit, mata sanggup memandang langit. When mouth says as high as the sky, the eye is also able to see above the sky, as high as the sky. Okay, let's take on. Oh no, straight line. They just take on. There is always a reason why the straight line is being made. First, usually it is made before the zebra cross, yeah. So whenever person is in crossing, you are not able to perform the takeover, because if you do that, maybe there is a great chance that you will hit the person that you didn't see. It's a striping line, so we can take over. Yeah. Namo Buddhaya. I think it's a Buddhism quotes. Means meaning what? You can comment below, yeah, if you know the meaning, yeah. Hello, say cheese. ETLA, Electronic Traffic Law Enforcement. There are a lot of ETLE in Jakarta right now. Whenever you do the violation, then they just simply capture you and then send you the tickets, fine tickets to your home, or SMS or application, anything. Okay, here's we call a person that is voluntarily to from the traffic comment. Not voluntarily, actually. We call it Pak Ogah. Oh, they are talking. Oh no. Get a meeting room, mate. You should not discuss anything in the road, especially when your ex-house is the noisy one. You cannot hear what you talk. It's like talking in a nightclub where you have to yell about, what's your name? My name is blah blah blah. Get a meeting room, mate. Whatever you want to discuss, not on the traffic, not on the road, yeah. Especially for the intercity road like this. Jalan Raya Bogor is an intercity road built from the Dutch in this era. I think it's around 19th century, yeah? 1800 something. Maybe you can search on Wikipedia on that. They built it because actually their capital firstly is located at the Bogor, or they said Buitenzorg. But then they have to go to Batavia for some reason, so they built this road and built the Panas as well. Presidential Panas Gambir Monas is built also by the Dutch, but the architecture is not so Dutch, yeah. It's more on France. So they build that, and they build this road so they can easy to get there anytime. Because actually the Batavia is an economic zone back then. Well, I'm not an history channel, but yeah, I think it's okay also to tell a bit story about the history, yeah? Because maybe while we are commuting, doing something and tell the story, talk about anything, share knowledge. Not every knowledge is true, but maybe by sharing, then maybe someone can also correct. Oh no, that's wrong. This road is built for what? For example, I'm open to any criticism and correction. Okay? Nowadays, we should have that kind of mindset, especially when the information are flowing like crazy. Who will win? It's the one that are able to process the knowledge. So humans should have the ability to process the knowledge. Knowledge is everywhere. Even in the AI era, you can tell the ChatGPT, Gemini, or another LLM or multimodal to gather the knowledge. Please gather and make report. They will happily doing the search for you on the internet. But the matter is how you process that knowledge. What knowledge are true, which are done? How do you know if it's true? How do you know if it's done? How do you know if it's obsolete or it is updated? Because science also, there are no such thing as 100% truth of science. It is usually marked as a latest study, the number of study, latest science, latest finding that should be able to also re-study again, so they will have a proper science. So science is not like the source of truth, but it's a methodology to process the knowledge, also to do the new discovery in a proper way, and they still open for correction, yeah. Even though they are doing a proper research, proper study, science is still open for correction if only you have another study and the data that you can compare. So science is not an absolute truth, but it's the way to process the knowledge. I already talked about history, AI, spices aroma. Welcome to the mother market of Kramat Jati. I don't know, is it coriander? Is it temulawak? Turmeric? I always love the smell when I'm going through the mother market of Kramat Jati. Good smell. Good smell, good economic activity. The real economic activity is here. The real economic activity. Not on the speculation place. Okay, I'm not mentioning any place, but I think you know what I mean. That is a speculation place, especially in... Yeah, okay lah. Let's not talk about that. Let's talk about the real economy here. All the crops, vegetable. You see that? Fruits. Any crops product in Indonesia. This is the place they will drop in the groceries amount, yeah. I also heard that there are a lot of truck from Sumatra that is dropping their chili and another spices and andalimans to here. Directly using truck from Sumatra to this mother market. What a tough life, yeah? Imagine the truck driver. The chili truck driver is the one of legendary truck driver. Because if they are not delivered in a timely manner, the chili will be bad. And you know the obstacle that they face when they are delivering the chili. It's very... Okay, it's red light, we should stop. It's green again. After the market, here's the printing, yeah. You can do any printing as much as you want here. So many economic activity here, yeah. the economic is not good, I know. But maybe only if you go to the market, traditional market, other market, and the place around that, okay, what are they doing? It's like they pull something heavy, so they have to pull all together. Weather is a bit sunny today, not cloudy like yesterday, but it's still not as hot as at the middle of the summer season, autumn season. Autumn season, Indonesia only have two season, rainy season or autumn season. It's not fall, it's autumn. It's a fiber optic thing. They're digging they do digging the fiber optic. Yeah, angkot can stop wherever they want. Anyway, this video is not encouraging you to commute by using motorcycle. I just want to show you the commuting only. Better still take the public transportation. Take the bus, take the commuter line, train, the MRT, the LRT. It's still better. But sometimes, and some people still loves to drive the vehicle. Sometimes it's more fun as well, and you can always sit. It will also exhausting if you standing, from your home until near your office. But still, it's a better way rather than you take your own vehicle. Yeah. But if you love to drive your own vehicle, it's also okay. It's also good, as long as you do not violate any traffic. But usually, Uh, the downside of bringing your own vehicle is when are you trapped into the traffic jam like ahead. But no worries, today I'm using automatic scooter. Hahaha, I just pull the throttle and do the brake. Jokotole. Jokot, it's Javanese words. Joko means virgin man. Tole is also a son. So a son with still already virgin teenager son. Okay. Here we go, traffic. Okay. It's bringing card box. Oh. There is also dilemma when you ride a motorcycle in Jakarta. Meanwhile, you should make a distance with the vehicle in front of you. But at the same time, if you make a distance, someone will take your way. And if one take your way, then the dozens after that will also take your way as well. Okay. And we can turn off the engine. Turn off the light. Then contact. Then just wait until the traffic light turning green. Then I will start the engine and turning on my headlamp. Okay. Let's go. Wow. Woohoo. Okay, it's red. Okay, you see that I'm violating the traffic because I get honk. I get honk. I try to obey, but no luck. Shame lah. I'm sorry. Try to obey, but if you, I don't know what's the dilemma is that if you are only the one that is obeying the rule, then it's like you are the most, are the stupidest person in the room or in the area. Not sure it would call. I don't know. Okay, the weather now is a bit cloudy. Traffic is not so bad, yeah. Let's turn off the engine to save the fuel, yeah. Then turning back on again, but turn off the light, turn off the engine. Then after the traffic light got green, yeah, here, then we will start the engine again. Someone is not in the patience. Okay, start the engine, turn on the headlamp. Let's go. Okay, it's red light again. Let's turn off the engine, turn off the light, contact on again. This is additional accessory, yeah. Actually, this is an auto headlamp on, but I add this because to have efficient usage of battery and also the efficient usage of the headlamp as well. So I will turn it back on until the voltage or the electricity of the motorcycle is already stable. For example, if it's always on, then your headlamp will be impacted with the unstable voltage when the starter is being used. Oh, the road is bumpy here. Voltage will be unstable and it will be harming your headlamp. So that's why when I perform the electric starter, I should ensure that I turn off the lamp first. So the lamp condition is off. Then I can run the electric starter. Also when the contact is on, the headlamp is not turning on because there was a bit modification also that I changed the bulb for the Suzuki Address. Yeah, Suzuki Address standard bulb is halogen, and then I changed to LED. But by doing a direct current, direct circuit to the battery. Well, actually, it's a previous owner. Yeah, I buy this second. It's already like that. But what I add is the switch. It is better to have your alternator or your dynamo in the half wave, yeah. Yeah, Suzuki Address dynamo is AC current or half wave. It's good for charging, but it's bad if you use some DC electric component like LED. So if in order to have a DC electric current, usually people are converting the alternator to the alternator is not converted, but they add the full wave diode in the output of the dynamo or alternator. So all of the electric component that requires a DC electricity can directly take from the output of the alternator. But charging, actually for charging it is good for using the half wave, yeah, as a standard. So rather than upgrading a full wave, it is also a good idea and more simple to just direct your headlamp to the battery and then you just add the switch. So whenever you run an electric starter or doing some contact, you can turn off the headlamp. Okay, maybe that's all from me. Thank you for watching and have a good day. Enjoy.